Hello, church. This is Pastor Steve Barnes, and I get the honor of sharing today's devotional with you. We're going to be looking at Romans 15, verses 1 to 2, which is, "Now we who are strong ought to bear the weaknesses of those without strength, and not just to please ourselves. Each of us is to please his neighbor for his good, to his edification." Do you recall that season of life when you realized that you were aging out of childhood and into adulthood? Your parents and others around you began to have much higher expectations for you, and the amount of pressure and responsibilities you carried continued to grow as you drew closer to adulthood. It's like a rite of passage that every person on the planet comes to, and at that point, we're left with a choice. Will we accept the responsibilities and pressure, allowing it to mature us into the person that we're called to be? Or will we shirk that responsibility and live life in a constant state of delayed adolescence and immaturity? This is the challenge that Paul gives to believers here in Romans chapter 15. God positions a rite of passage on the path to Christian maturity for every believer. And that is for us to bear the weaknesses of those without strength and to please our neighbor, not for our own good, but for their good and edification. The idea is that as we draw our strength in Christ, as we see in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, "When I am weak, he is strong," we are to use that God-given power to strengthen and encourage others, especially those who are closest to us. The maturing believer, becoming all God has called us to be, learns to focus not on ourselves, but on the needs of those around us, sharing in the weight of their burdens. Who has God placed around you that is dealing with difficulties and the weight of life? Who can you live outward to with a word of encouragement, a prayer, an act of service or kindness, with the goal of earning the opportunity to share your faith in Christ Jesus? I hope you'll find someone this week and be faithful to step out as God calls you. God bless.